Trevor Noah late-night hosts unanimously demand more gun control in wake of Las Vegas shooting. Every late-night TV host opened their show Monday by demanding more gun control in wake of the Las Vegas shooting, which left 59 people dead and over 500 injured. Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, Jimmy Fallon, James Corden, Conan O'Brien and Jimmy Kimmel all paid tribute to those who lost their lives, while also praising first responders and heroic citizens on top of calling on lawmakers to seriously tackle the public threat easy access to guns pose. Colbert asked President Donald Trump and Congress to do anything but nothing in wake of the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history. Noah said, "To the people of Las Vegas, I cannot give you thoughts and prayers. I can only say I am sorry that we live in a world where people would put a gun before your lives." Conan opened his show on a somber note, calling the tragedy terrible and numbing. "I've been doing this job for more than 24 years, and when I began in 1993, occasions like this were extremely rare. For me or any TV comedy host back then to come out and need to address a mass shooting spree was practically unheard of," Conan said. But over the last decade, things have changed. Conan explained that, in an effort to help shape his monologue, his head writer handed over a stack of papers with remarks the comedian had made after previous mass shootings at Sandy Hook and Orlando's Pulse nightclub. "And that struck me," Conan said. "How could there be a file of mass shooting remarks for a late-night host? When did that become normal? When did this become a ritual? And what does it say about us, that it has? Now I am not the most political of our comics, I never have been. But I will repeat what I said not long ago after Orlando, I don't think it should be so easy for one demented person to kill so many people so quickly. The sounds of those automatic weapons last night are grotesquely out of place in a civilized society. In the face of tragedies and acts of terror, we need to remember that good still exists in this world," Fallon said before introducing Miley Cyrus and Adam Sandler's touching rendition of Dido's "No Freedom." The CBS late-night host began by talking about the bravery of concertgoers, first responders and medical professionals in Las Vegas, recognizing their heroism before, during and after the massacre, all of which Corden said are examples of true human nature than that shooter on the 32nd floor. Corden then called for action to be taken against gun violence. "Last night was the biggest mass shooting in United States history. That is a record that has been set twice in just the 2.5 years that I've been living in America," he said. "Here's another statistic, 11,660 people have died from gun violence in the last 275 days in this country. Now I come from a place where we don't have shootings at this frequency, so it is hard for me to fathom. But it should be hard for everyone to fathom. Gun violence should not be a staple of American life. Some say it is too early to talk about gun control. For those victims last night it is far too late. I heard today a commentator on the news explaining there is no real way to prevent lone wolf mass shootings like this, and forgive me, as I am just a foreigner here and some of you may feel I have no place to say this, but how does every other developed country do a better job at preventing these attacks?" he asked. "We can be surprised that gun crime will always occur where there is such wide availability of guns." I saw a quote from Robert Kennedy that stayed with me today. He said that tragedy is a tool for the living to gain wisdom, not a guide by which to live. Now is the time for gaining that wisdom. This afternoon, the president called this an act of pure evil and I think he is right, Colbert began at the start of his monologue. So what, then, are we willing to do to combat pure evil? The answer can be nothing. It can't. The bar is so low right now that Congress can be heroes by doing literally anything: universal background checks, or come up with a better answer, enforce Obama's executive order that denied mentally ill gun purchases, or a better answer, reinstate the assault weapons ban, or come up with a better answer, he continued.